up troops, welcome back to the Litanah army. I'm Lit and this is Fortnite Save the World, and what I want to look at today is the hype that's surrounding the Fortnitemares event. Now, when we first got this event, we had like a new biome. Do you know, we had some amazing new heroes. I was just writing some things down here. Do you know, we had like fresh missions that we had. We had the grave missions, the statue missions. We had mansions to explore that they put into the game. We also had like some great new heroes as well. We had the Bloodfinder AC, which was a reskin of the Pathfinder. We had Skull Trooper Jonesy, and we also had as well on there Sarah Hotep, another great one. And we just had loads of just fantastic heroes. The Court Ramirez, that one, the one that's in the picture just now. Do you know, we had those. We just had so many absolutely great heroes and characters, and the whole event just felt like really special. Now, I know that there's a chance that Epic may do an absolute copy of this and bring it all back. Of course they will. People loved it. But I think this is the last time that Epic really showed some like big love for the game and really showed that they were really trying for the game really hard. This is the last time, you know what, when that Fortnitemares event was out, that's the last time that I felt the game was actually going somewhere and it had a really bright future. Now, looking at the road trip event that we've got at the moment, it is lacking in so many areas. Now, first of all, although there were a lot of reskins in Fortnitemares, you could tell that the effort had gone into them, like a lot of effort had gone into those. And you know what, we always used to get new heroes, or at least a couple of new heroes, and it is good that Epic have done that recently now. Do you know, we have got the Bladestorm Enforcer that's just come out. Alright, the Raiders are reskin, but we've also got the Outlander as well, Ragnarok, who's been absolutely fantastic. Okay, you could argue that he's come over from PR, but his skills and his, you know, his new ability are all absolutely brand new. So do you know, that's a massive plus that I do see. On the flip side to that, one thing that does bother me is that the meta from a year ago, so the heroes that were top of the tree a year ago, what I would class as tier 1 heroes a year ago, are still the same tier 1 heroes that are classed as tier 1 now. So people like, you know, Urban Assault Headhunters, probably classed as the best character in the game. You've got Dragon Scorch for your wave clear, although you could argue that the Master Grenadier's in there as well, but she's, you know, another character that's been in the game a long time. It would be great to have a new character every now and again that came in and just kind of shook up the meta, or even change the mechanics of the game even ever so slightly, just so that new characters really excelled. A little bit like they've done with the Outlanders. Although that's a bug, Outlanders now only need one fragment to hold, you know, all the buffs that they get from holding a charge fragment. So if you get one charge fragment, it's as though you know, that never runs out at the minute. So really, when that charge fragment is used up, your buffs should all get reset back to default. So all the buffs should go off your character, whereas right now they stay. But if that was actually a thing, I don't think that would be a bad thing, because it gives now the Outlanders a chance to shine, which is why we've seen so many great Outlander characters come out at the minute. Do you know, like we've got Striker AC is now become a really popular character, Striker Air Conditioning. And then you've also got on there, you know, like the Pathfinders, Tedshot Jess, the Reclaimer is having you know, a great time out there. So a lot of different characters out there now are coming to the forefront, but it's only because of the glitch. It's kind of like an accidental good thing. When that actually gets fixed, a lot of these heroes and a lot of these Outlanders that people are really enjoying at the moment won't be quite as good as what they are right now. We've also got the new Canny Valley biome, you know, that we're in right here in this footage here, which is actually decent. You know, it's good, but it's not quite finished, and it has been a long time. Now, I know we're asking for a lot. You know, I'm asking for a new event. Yeah, I am. I'm asking for, you know, the biome to be finished that we're in now. I'm asking to start some work, or at least get some groundwork done on Twine Peaks. I don't know if everybody noticed, but Ragnarok's voice acting's been changed. That's been updated, so that's good. There's a lot of subtle little changes, I think, that Epic do make that I am really grateful for, don't get me wrong, but there's just so much more that needs doing if people are going to stay with this game. And I just think the new event being Fortnitemares, do you know what, that's going to disappoint me a little bit. I see it definitely is. We've just not had a big standout event for such a long time. We had the Horde Bash event, the Fortnitemares event, and then the Christmas event were the main standout events for me. They're the ones that really stood out, that I thought were really fantastic. But the game's just not like that anymore. Do you know, it's a lot of reskins. It's a lot of, do you know, what can we pull out to make these guys happy, to shut them up for a bit? It's kind of how it feels. Tell me if I'm wrong on that. It just feels like sometimes we're given things just to kind of keep us quiet for a while, and we need something with a bit of a bang to it if this game's going to last a long time. I don't think that the game's failing in any way, shape or form, and if you're a new player watching this, I would definitely recommend you go and get Save the World, because you know what you can actually play right now is fantastic. The people who are complaining really are the people who are up near the end, or probably halfway through Canny Valley, who, you know, want a little bit more from the game at the minute, and it's just not there right now. But it will take you a long time. My son's just started playing the game. He's in Stonewood right now. He's really enjoying it, and he's working his way through. He'll be in Plankerton soon, and then he'll be working his way through Canny. He's got a few weeks, months if you like, of actually playing through the game and finding out all these exciting heroes and things like that. So there's a lot of cool things in there. But for someone, you know, once you get to a point, it kind of gets a little bit stagnant where you're wanting a bit more, where the events just count a lot more because it really does change the entire game and freshens it up. A lot like you get in Battle Royale, where you get a big event, like we know when you get a new season in Battle Royale, because I play both, but when you get a new season in Battle Royale, you know it's going to be good, you know it's going to be fantastic, and you know you're going to be seeing some great things in there, which is what this used to be like. This is what this was like at first, and they've just got a real opportunity with Halloween coming up and Christmas coming up to do something new. And do you know what? I wouldn't even make it seasonal. I've said this before. I wouldn't make that seasonal. I wouldn't make it to go out on Halloween or Christmas. They're real world things. I want something new. Do you know, like when you used to have in like World of Warcraft, you'd have the I can't remember what it was called, but the Christmas event was called something else in that. And if anyone reads any books, I don't know if that's a thing in 2018, but I used to read a lot of Terry Pratchett books in my youth, and they had things like the Hogfather and things like that, where they actually had a different take on Christmas and Halloween and the events. Something like that would just be good. Or even just a story where something's happening, you know, with the survivors. Maybe there's a boss that's coming through. Do you know what? How hyped would we all be? Say if it was like, you know, it was 3 months away or even longer, you know, but they had some sort of just hint in the story that there was a boss coming. Do you know, this game would be so hyped. And if they told us some of the things that we need to get ready, so each month it could be, right, you know, you need to gather materials. Now, it could just be wood, metal, and brick, and you just put them into the bank somewhere, or you put them into a server bank, or you just put them somewhere, and we see if the community can gather enough of X, Y, or Z. And, you know, that all works towards a boss that gets released in 3 months' time, and then we all get a chance to fight this boss. And how easy or hard the boss is depends on how many mats the community's gathered as a whole, you know, to see what rewards we get. You know, maybe that could measure the rewards. But there's just a lot of ideas, a lot of good things that I don't think would be difficult to implement that we're absolutely missing right now in Fortnite Save the World, right? So the road trip event for me has been really disappointing. You know, it doesn't seem to click together very well. I know we've got the Challenge the Horde, I know we've got the new biome, we've got a few new cowboy heroes. It just doesn't all fit together. You know, there's nothing to kind of bulk the story out. They don't seem to interconnect with anything. The llamas, the road trip llamas, don't really match. All you really want from them road trip llamas is 4 heroes and maybe 2 weapons from that. That's it. You know, other than that, them llamas are kind of useless. I do keep opening them, we keep getting them, but I'm never really excited for them. You know, there's nothing good in there, and I just think that they could have done a lot more with it. If you look at the footage that we've actually got here, you know, behind me at the minute, you can actually see the Fortnitemares mansions, and there was just so much more to it. And, you know, that alone meant they didn't need as much content, you know, in the background, because you were in it. You were inside there. You were looking at these great old-fashioned mansions with the candles and the suits of armor and everything else. It just looked phenomenal. And this is kind of, it doesn't have to be that in depth, but just something to bring the story together a little bit more would make a huge difference to everyone. And also the length of time it takes to get the rewards. You know, Challenge the Horde takes so long, and it's kind of, you know, we don't really need that. We don't need it to take that long to do a Challenge the Horde, or if we do, make the rewards bigger at the other side. The problem that they've got at the moment is it's much faster for me to do a 10-minute, you know, I can do some encampments. If I go to Canny Valley, you know, if I go back to Canny Valley to do the encampments, I can do an encampment in like 8 minutes. You know, so it's kind of, I may as well go and do that rather than play through their new Challenge the Horde mode, when really what they should be doing is kind of enticing me to Challenge the Horde mode. Either make it faster so that I can, you know, go through that quicker, and they need to make it so that it's longer, you know, or the same length, but make the rewards even better on the other side. But it swings and roundabouts. They've got to remember, this is a grinding game. This is a game where we don't mind the grind, but we are going to measure up, you know, the length of time that we put into the game for the rewards that we get. And at the minute, the new mode's absolutely lacking. And also as well, the new mode just doesn't actually match the event. Do you know what's Challenge the Horde doesn't match the event? If it was something like, I don't know, Smash a Rodeo or something like that, I don't know, maybe that would match a little bit better, but just something a little bit more meaty, if you like, to actually get it. I always find that, you know, Epic tend to take a step forward and then an automatic step back at the same time to cancel out the good work that they did. It's great that they put the encampments in there, but then they kind of cancelled it out because they brought this Challenge the Horde mode out and we took a step back. The good thing I do like about Challenge the Horde is I do like the weekly reward, you know, the weekly event thing that we get. I wish it was a little bit more difficult, or I wish it was in more parts. So I kind of wish that you had to do, I don't know, let's just say that you had 5 things to collect. Like when we got the new Raider, the hero that we just got. Say that you had 5 things to collect and it was a, I don't know, it's a 25% drop rate on there. You know, that would be better. Then I would have to go and do the Challenge the Horde mode 5 times and I would have a reason for going in there. Or make it so that it's kind of random. Again, make it so that a prize comes up at the end, but only one of you gets the prize, maybe. So what you can actually do, and you can pass on the prize if you want to, but if you all put like, that you want the prize, so you can either pass or say that you want it, and if you all pass, 3 people pass on the prize, person number 4 automatically gets it. If 2 people pass on the prize, then the other 2 get it. And you've got to collect these, let's just say that you've got to collect these 5 different things. Just something, it's not even that difficult. They're just all mechanics. I'm sure you guys have got better ideas than what I've got. But they're just things that we could put into the game to make it so much better. But guys, as always, I would love to know your ideas. I'm not really hyped for the potential Fortnitemares event. I'm not really hyped for the event that, I don't even know if there is going to be an event for Halloween. I know there's people data mining saying that there's new skins and there's new things that are coming out. I've even seen on Reddit, some things for new husks that are coming out, lightning husks and things like that. I don't know how true that is. And there's things like skills like lightning arcs and things like that. All data mined, it all looks pretty good. But we do know in the data mining as well, a lot of the things that they find in there never actually come to fruition. These things that I've seen in them data mines from months ago that never, even last year, that never actually made it into the game. So I'm not holding out too much hope on that just yet. But let me know your thoughts, guys. What do you think of the next event? Are you looking forward to it? Do you think that they're going to give us a bit of a half-hearted attempt, if you like, at another event? Are they just going to reskin Fortnitemares for us again and hype it all up? Or are we going to get something new? And also as well, do you think that the road trip event fits together? Do you think it clips with it? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you guys are feeling it. Maybe you guys think, yeah, do you know what it actually does? It's really fluid and it all works. But if you do, let me know in the comments down below. So guys, as always, I'm going to leave it there. Plenty to discuss there. Plenty of reason to comment down below because I always like to hear your thoughts as well. I spent ages in the last one when we were looking at the future of Save the World. I spent ages in the comments going through there, and I DM'd a lot of you on Discord. I spoke to some of you on Twitter as well, and that was absolutely fantastic. So hopefully you guys are going to have a big opinion on this as well. So please let me know down below what you would like to see in the next event. And if you're not part of the Litanah army already, make sure you hit that red button as you leave. Don't forget to drop me a like if you've not done so already, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching this one, guys.